Today's weather update is brought to you by you. Big thanks for everybody on Patreon who continues to support this channel. If you want to help out, the link is down below. Now let's get into today's update. Before we get into talking about Typhoon Bevin, a low-pressure area near Vietnam and the northeast monsoon, I do want to talk about what's happening here around the Manila area. This morning we had a pretty decent little shake, 5.0 earthquake just there towards the west of Batangas, just towards the southwest of Taal volcano. Hopefully that's not a precursor to any future eruptions or anything like that, but I did notice a lot of you wrote in, so I didn't feel the shake even as far away as Manila. So something to watch out for, maybe some additional aftershocks. Pretty shallow quake there as well. Meanwhile, let's talk about our typhoon now off here towards the north. This peak as a Cat 5 super typhoon. That's Super Typhoon Bevin, no longer super anymore, pulling off towards the north. Still got a clear and defined eye, but this cirrus shield you can see extending out like that, that is a clear indicator of the jet stream interacting on this, and it's just getting sheared off. Check out my other update I did for First Coast News today, discussing, it's on this YouTube channel as well, discussing how this is going to actually play a big role in the changing of the weather on the other side of the world in North America as it impacts the jet stream here, and basically like snapping a rope, it creates waves. I have a whole video on that if you want to check that out. Let's talk about the forecast for Bevin, though, still pulling away. Expected to continue to weaken as that shear interacts. And I show the forecast here because it's staying southeast of Japan, even south of the Ogasawara Islands, going to get wrapped up with a dilution low, as I mentioned, the jet stream interaction here as well. Meanwhile, though, it is pulling in those northerly winds on the backside of it, creating some north breezy conditions for the southern Japanese islands, as well as the low pressure area actually bringing some showers for southwestern Japan, even over towards Tokyo this coming week, and a little southern coast low. All that pulls in that cooler air for parts of Taiwan, Okinawa, even north of Luzon. Going to be looking at those breezy conditions even heading into next week. The interaction with that also is fueling up some pretty decent waves too. Look at the monsoonal classic cold surge setup this time of year. Creates always just rough seas across the Sea of Japan, East China Sea, all the way down here towards the West Philippine Sea, and interacts with the tropics. So you got these scattered showers there around Da Nang, south of Hanoi, eastern areas of Vietnam, even heading over towards Laos as well. Looking at some pretty decent showers here as that moisture continues to kick off there towards the west. Nothing organized, but really, as I mentioned, that interaction with that monsoonal flow in the tropics down here towards the south sets up those showers right in here. So that is Da Nang. Some areas looking at as much as 1 to 2 to 300 millimeters of total precipitation right in there. So we're going to be watching out for a threat of some additional flooding in a few of these locations as well. And you can see where that low pressure area and the rain is going to be setting up. Meanwhile, the northeast monsoonal flow impacting eastern areas of Taiwan, and you're still looking at even some scattered showers in central areas of the Philippines. You see that here. Look at about 33 here on your Saturday. Cagayan de Oro at 29, looking at the chance of rain. Tacloban, not so much, actually. Even over towards Cebu, staying relatively dry. Into Rojas, if you're going to be looking across some of the islands out here, a few showers on the west coast. Let's look back towards the north. I'll get out of the way. I'm almost standing in front of Legazpi. Sorry, guys. 32 degrees, just taking a look at the Mayon volcano. You're probably going to see some showers build up around the hills there, but nothing too terribly heavy. And that's the same case for Manila. 31 degrees for the high. Always like looking at Baguio this time of year. 24 for the high, 17 for the low. San Fernando out there on the west coast. La Union, 30 degrees. Batak at 29. You see it clear with that northeast monsoon. It's going to be bringing those relatively cooler conditions there in places like Ilocos as well. Here's a look at the broader picture. What you meant, 31 degrees. You still have some afternoon showers here on your Saturday. And even as we head over towards Sunday as well, I'm going to be looking at some additional precipitation, of course, still into Vietnam, thanks to that moisture continuing to kick on shore. All right, let's look at what's going on out here today. Plenty to talk about. If you like these graphics, though, the green screen setup, always remember that I'm doing this in my spare bedroom of my house. This is not a professional. I don't have a TV station here, but these graphics are fantastic. They're from Metro Weather's Weatherscape. If you want to support this channel, just like all our super typhoons, they donate $10 a month or more, some of them. you can, or $6 or even $2 a month. I'll get your name on here. You can check out our Patreon or our YouTube channel if you want to become a member. I'm never going to put this stuff behind a paywall, but it does help keep the channel going, to be quite honest with you. Thank you very much with that. I need to get a new light. The light just died on me. That's something. I got to use the money from Patreon to help set something up new. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. As always, stay safe out there. And yeah, all right, have a great day.